Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Great Western Shootout here in Abington Avon High School in Abington, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we get ready for game number 2, the Southeastern Suns and the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. 0, Griffin Tippie, one of the starters for Southeastern. Owen Rigg wears number 3. He's going to be playing some college baseball, but he's on the basketball court today. Number 13, Carter Hitz. He's an all-state I8FA football player. Number 24, Mason Fry. And Aiden Akers, number 25, the 5 starters for the Southeastern Suns this morning. Jake Steele for Monmouth-Roseville. The Titans play in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament next week, or the week after next. You'll be able to watch all of that right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Darian Smith, number 4. Number 12 is Tyler Finicum. Number 22 is Aiden Alsgar. And number 34, Nico Avenado. Again, both these teams will be playing in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. You'll be able to watch all of that here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and we'll have the live reveal show for seedings and bracket release tomorrow night, starting at 5 o'clock live from Sports Corner at 124 in Macomb. Should be a lot of fun as we work through that as well. Tomorrow night we'll have some special interviews and some coaches' interviews, all kinds of good stuff. Let's get ready to jump it up. It's Smith and Akers, and it's won by the Suns. Griffin Tippie will bring it up for Southeastern. Annie Riker, thanks for joining us, says let's go Suns. Griffin Tippie with it. Pull-up jumper about 10 feet or so, off no good. Rebound goes to Avendano, and back the other way for Monmouth-Roseville. Again, a 3 on the way is in and out, no good by Steele. Rebound by Mason Fry, and Mason gets it off to Owen Rigg, who gives it to Griffin Tippie, and back the other way it goes. 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. Game number 2 of the Great Western Shootout. Tippie, a nice first step, lays it off the glass, no good. There's a shot by Hitz. It leaves it short, and another rebound for Darian Smith as Monmouth-Roseville pushes it down. Now Griffin Tippie, who, folks, if you haven't seen Griffin Tippie play, he's one of the most athletic kids on the floor. He's quick. He's got some ups, and he gets a steal there as we remain 0-0 here with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Monmouth-Roseville has beaten West Hancock. And a steal by Darian Smith. Oh, we got it right back. It's going to go to Hitz, and Hitz is going to get the first bucket of the game. So the Suns have an early 2-0 lead. The Suns, who I think a lot of people expected to not be very good this year, have been pleasantly surprising for Southeastern, and part of that is I think when you have somebody like Stevens on your team, you tend to run everything around him. These 5 kids have worked together, and the whole team's coming together. There's Owen Rigg pushing the issue, and he's going to draw the first foul of the contest. It'll be the Titans' first foul of the game. Foul is going to be on number 3 for the Titans. That's Jake Steele, his first, team's first at the free throw line. Shooting a couple free throws is going to be Owen Rigg. First free throws of the game. Want to say hi to Ronna Cole. Says let's go blue and gold. First free throw by Rigg is off, no good. Still 2-0, 6:03 to go in the first quarter. And the second one's left short, barely got rim, went down into the hands of Nico Avendano, and back the other way it goes on the hand of Jake Steele. He skips it across. Avendano for 3. The big guy steps outside. Darian Smith gets the rebound. He dumps it off. Avendano comes in, and then I think Mason Fry. We're going to call 3 seconds for Avendano. And it's going to be possession to Southeastern. What I was saying about Southeastern, these kids playing as a team, they're using their athletic abilities, spreading the ball around. If you've followed their games, you've seen several different players lead them in scoring. They've done several different players make all-tournament teams, so on and so forth. I think it's a balanced attack that has really been successful thus far for Southeastern. Out to Tippy for three. It's a hard off the back iron, no good. Owen Rigg tracks down the rebound. 5:29 to go. Carter hits on a nice pass from Akers, and has four, and the Suns lead 4-0. Steele with it. You got the pass from Finicum. And there's Darian Smith. Gets the first bucket for the Titans and cuts the lead in half. As you can see, the live chat's got a few people in it. Hop in there. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Wondering if we're going to have any of the Fry relation from out on the West Coast. And there's a nice give and go. Mason Fry, and he's going to get a bucket. I think they're going to call Avendano for the foul. It's going to be an old-fashioned three-point play attempt here from Mason Fry. It's going to be Alagar picking up the foul. His first, team second. 6-2 is the score, and Mason Fry a chance to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And he's got it to fall. Annie Riker, you're exactly right. They've worked very hard. They've rebuilt a program that I think a lot of people thought wouldn't be as solid this year as it is, for sure, and they are playing pretty darn good basketball. They lead 7-2 here as the point didn't go up. Get it fixed there. 7-2. Suns with the lead over Monmouth-Roseville, nearing the halfway point of quarter number one. We're at 4:23 remaining. Caballero, Saroma in, and Avendano gets the bucket. Nico Avendano gets the bucket. 7-4. And Tippy is going to get called for the travel as he got into a position and realized he couldn't do what he wanted to do and just couldn't find somewhere to go with the basketball. 4:08 remaining here in the first quarter. Again, hop in the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Love to see that. Subscribe to the channel. Share the link if you would. Be so kind. Like this link. Let your friends know where they can watch the game here this morning. We got 6 more to come after this one. There's the Fry family. Betty Fry says, "Go Mason, go Suns," from Washington. I knew there'd be somebody from the West Coast out there. And a foul on the floor. Going to be charged to the Suns. It'll be their first. No shot. Foul's going to be on Aiden Akers. His first. Team's first. 3:35 to go. Ball gets inbounded. Shot blocked. Akers comes down with it, and he's going to push it up the floor. Crossover dribble gets him some free space. Hits with it. Owen Rigg drives baseline. Tries to come back out. Does. Tippy tips it back to him. What a pass. And Owen Rigg can't finish. There's Avendano with another push in the back. No call. Comes to the Titans. Avendano with it. He's going to pull up, go to the basket, dumps it off. Nice pass, but it's blocked by Aiden Akers. Avendano, a nice pass, and a good job trying to finish was Peyton Thompson, but it was blocked by Akers, and now it's back the other way. Mason Fry has it tipped away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns. 2:54 remaining. Andy Myers checking in for the Titans. Taking a seat is Jake Steele. They've had 4 subs now, have the Titans. As in the game is also Ethan Clark, number 13, and number 23 is Caballero Sarcoma. And a traveling violation is going to be called on Andy Myers. And back the other way to the Suns it goes. And the Titans going to pick up full court pressure here. Looks like it's going to be man pressure. It is man pressure as Akers beats it easily. Gives it off to Tippy. Tippy slows things down for the Suns. Another foul called on the Titans. I believe this one's going to be on number 13, Ethan Clark. It is on Clark. His first, team's third. 2:34 to go here in quarter number one. Inbounding will be Owen Rigg for the Suns. Right into Mason Fry. The left-handed layup is good. Dana Smith, hi, good to see you in the live chat. Mason has 7 points. Three on the way, off no good, and hits with the rebound for the Suns. Up to Fry it comes. He's going to drive. Puts up the shot. It's blocked, but a foul's going to be called. I think it's going to be on number 13, Ethan Clark again. That'll be his second if so. It is on Clark, his second, in about as many seconds. That's team's fourth. That means the Suns will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Chris Almagar says, let's go Titans. First free throw. Hits the front of the rim and falls through for Mason Fry. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Suns lead 10-4. Dana Smith, one of our regulars for the last few years here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Betty Fry as well. Second free throw off, no good. I think Aiden Akers, who got popped in the jaw, is going to get called for the foul as he reached in and the hand came off and hit him. Second foul on the Suns, second on Aiden. So he'll have his second foul, and it looks like coming into the game is going to be number 5, Jaron Henry. .145 remaining here in the first quarter. And another foul charged to the Suns. It will not be on Akers, which is a good thing. It's going to be on number 13. Carter Hitz, his first, team's third. Aiden Akers does take a seat. Jaron Henry checks in for the Suns. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. So the Suns will be in free throws the rest of the way. They have one foul to give before the Titans get into free throw shooting here. Almagar with it. Left side. 1:26 remaining. A little trouble handling that one for Myers, but he gathered it back up. Both these teams are part of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. So they'll be probably, at least Darian Smith gets it down low on the block and can't finish, but it's tipped out. That's going to be finally given off. And another layup off, no good. Smith had a rebound, or tip back attempt, I should say, couldn't finish. And 3 easy looks at the basket for the Titans there and couldn't finish. Henry dumps it out. Hits, now back to Henry. He comes up to Rigg. 50 seconds remaining. Craig Anderson, thank you. We appreciate that. Says good luck, Coach. And a shot off, no good. And the Titans, we appreciate you watching and enjoy being here. Hopefully we'll see you next week as well from the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. I guess that's 2 weeks. The championship day is 2 weeks from today. I keep forgetting there's another week before Christmas. As another shot was off, no good. We're down to 20 seconds here in the first quarter. Owen Rigg with it for the Titans, or for the Suns, excuse me. Tippy's going to try a 3. It's off, no good. Rebound on the hands of Almagar, or excuse me, Almagar, number 22. That shot off, no good. Again, Smith can't finish, and they're going to call a travel on Mason Fry with 2.6 seconds left. I'll make sure I'm looking at names here. You folks watching the game, if I butcher somebody's name, tell me. I am reading my own handwriting, so if anybody knows me well enough to know my handwriting, you know. And then a steal on the inbounds. Carter Hitz takes it away, and that's how quarter number 1 is going to come to an end. The score, 10-4, Suns with the lead. And the offense for the Titans just not there. They've had good looks, just have not been able to finish at the basket. The Suns have had much better luck at the basket and also gotten to the free throw line 5 times there in the first quarter. Titans did not shoot a free throw. They got there 5 times, but they only made 2 of those free throws. Mason Fry, the current leader, with 6 points. This game being brought to you today by Ronaby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ronaby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. Don't forget also, we've talked about the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Visit the official online home of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament at holidaybasketball.com. That's the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, can be found online at holidaybasketball.com. There you'll find tournament scores, updated brackets, team rosters, and recaps of each game. Also, you can find all tournament teams from years past, so all kinds of great stuff. Find it all at holidaybasketball.com. We're here for the Great Western Shootout today as the Suns lead 10-4 at the end of one. We just underway in the second quarter, and Darian Smith finds his range as he gets the first three-pointer of the game, and just like that, the lead is 10-5. And back the other way, left up was Owen Rigg, left it a little short. Down the court it comes. Transition has been the friend of the Titans. Smith gets it down low, and he finishes that time. And he's got 5 in the first 40 seconds of the second quarter, and the lead is gone from 10-4 to 10-9 for the Suns. 7:10 remaining. Tipped away by Avendano, and he's going to take it in. Pump fakes and puts it up. A little hesitation, excuse me. And a timeout on the floor. Charged to the Suns with 7:04 to go. It's a 7-0 lead to start the quarter for the Titans, and they lead 11-10. This game also being brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. So as we get back here into action, 7:04 to go in the third quarter. Ramsey Fry, there's a name from the past we've seen here at the tournament. He was a MVP, and there's a bucket up and in for Aiden Amagar, his first bucket. And it's all Titans here early in this one. They just picked up the pressure, but Avendano's going to kick that one out of bounds. Want to say hi to Blake, 9342 also. It looks like he had a message and then deleted it. Dana, you can deliver some coffee here if you'd like. I probably could use some, although I don't really drink coffee, but it's going to be a long day. There's a pass stolen away. Oh, and a nice defensive pass job by Akers to swipe it back, and it's knocked out of bounds by Tyler Finicum, and it's going to stay with the Suns. 13-10 is the score. I hit an extra 2 there. I apologize. And a turnover on the inbounds pass. Amagar has it. He's going to give it off to Finicum. Up top 3, Jake Steele banked it. Couldn't get it to fall. Avendano with the rebound. And, man, Darian Smith was wide open to get it to him late. He puts a little shoulder down, forces his way in. And Hitz doesn't hold his ground, and he's going to pick up his second foul. It'll be Hitz's second foul. Team's first of the second quarter. Darian Smith, the old-fashioned three-point play is completed. (16-10), and the pressure is starting to cause some problems for the Suns. Tippy dumps it off. Aiden Akers had it, got it from Hitz. Now it's going to be Tippy again with 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. It is a 12-0 run for the Titans to open the second quarter. Aiden Akers down low, has it tipped away. Gets to Tippy, though. Akers for 3, it's off, no good. Gets it, well, had his own rebound. That's going to be tracked down. Out of bounds, possession to the Titans. Blake says Jake Steele plays tough like a young Raleigh Lance from the, or Raleigh Lance, am I saying that wrong, Blake? From the Monmouth Zippers class of 1992. Hey, that's a good year. That's when I graduated. 3 on the way by the Titans, off no good. That was Darian Smith. He hit one of those right out of the gate here in the second quarter. Now he gets the ball on the down low again. He's going to be blocked by Tippy, and Tippy took a huge swing at that. Avendano throws an elbow right in the face of Mason Fry, and how that wasn't a foul, I'm not real sure, but the bucket. Almagar gets the bucket, and I'm not sure how you can let somebody throw an elbow like that, either team, and not get a foul called on it, but it was right in front of the official. He didn't see anything harmful about it. Mason Fry's going to drive, and now Avendano's going to pick up a cheap one at the other end. I don't know that was much compared to the elbow he threw at the other end. I don't know why, how he gets called for that one, but he's going to pick up his first foul, team's first of the second quarter. I got to take the bonus off for Southeastern, obviously. Coach Sotos. And the Titans playing much better here in quarter number 2. They're on a 14-0 run to open the second quarter. 4:50 to go in the first half. We did mention, though, that they had a lot of great looks, did the Titans, throughout the first quarter. They just weren't getting the easy bucket to fall. It would have been a completely different game at the end of quarter 1 if they'd done that. Now Mason Fry, step back 3, no good, in and out. Darian Smith with the rebound for the Titans. Across court it goes into the hands of Peyton Thompson. Back up to Jake Steele. Steele with it. In the hands of Finicum. Now over to Smith. Steele cuts through the lane. A pair of threes guarding each other. Avendano throws one up and in. A little up and under move for Avendano. And he has his second bucket of the quarter. And another turnover. Then a turnover back. Tippy had it and then lost it out of bounds. It'll stay. They're going to say Darian Smith touched it. Let's say the crowd is losing their mind. And now the other officials going to say, no. Tippy was the one that touched it last. Suns almost got a freebie right there. There's enough people from Monmouth-Roseville in the crowd that saw that they weren't going to let that go quietly. And it's 20-10, a 10-point advantage for the Titans now, who have come out and looked like a completely different team here in quarter number 2. I've seen some talk that they may be a top 4 seed. Darian Smith threw that into the nether region, unfortunately, I believe, of Carter Hitz. And Hitz is down. We'll let him catch his breath, so to speak. Darian Smith tried to save that off of Hitz. Was not in purpose on where he hit him, but he did get him. And Hitz is able to get up and walk off the floor under his own power. Tippy with it. Owen Rigg, 3:23 remaining. Down in the corner, Mason Fry. Skips it out to Tippy. Henry with it. Resetting the offense at 3:05 to go now. Aiden Akers for 3. It's off, no good. Darian Smith, another rebound. He's had a good game for the Titans. And it goes back the other way. Steele, and oh my goodness, Tippy. Tippy looked like a goalie there for a second. Doing the splits. That's the kind of stuff that stretches a groin. Hopefully he is okay. Grimacing a little bit as he stands up. Finicum to inbound. No, that's not Finicum, excuse me. It's Myers. Pull-up jumper from Avendano off, no good. Darian Smith, another rebound for the Titans. If I was a better statistician, I'd have kept track. And there's Tippy tipping one away from Avendano. Down in the corner goes Darian Smith. Wide open 3, left corner, off, no good. Rebound by Aiden Akers, and he'll take it back the other way for the Suns. Suns have yet to score here in quarter number 2. .222 to go. One of the little quirks of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament is going to be the shot clock will be used at the Macomb tournament. That's going to get knocked out of bounds by Peyton Thompson, and a pass intended for Jaron Henry. He'll stay with Southeastern. But as I was saying, the shot clock going to be in full effect. It's a 35-second shot clock. Went to New London, Iowa last night. There's a 3 on the way by Tippy, off no good. Went to New London to shoot some video of the shot clock. We're going to do an interview with Chris Dewar. At least that's the plan anyway. I'm not sure if he'll be at the show tomorrow or if we'll do the interview today, but we're going to get Chris Dewar on. He covers Iowa sports, and Iowa's been, this is the second year they've done the shot clock. And I'll tell you what, I watched the entire West Burlington-New London game last night. I saw 2 possessions as Tippy throws one up, went around Thompson, and now Akers, I think, is going to pick up his 3rd. Aiden Akers picks up his 3rd foul, only the 2nd of the quarter. Checking into the game for the Suns is going to be number 34, Owen Northern. It's 20-10, 1:45 to go in the first half. We were about 10 minutes late starting here for this 10:30 matchup. Didn't start till 10:38 or so. Give Reed Kelso a hard time. The girls got the last girls game. Game number 8 started 6 minutes late. We're already 8 minutes behind today. I think Darian Smith might pick up the foul here. We'll see. It is going to be on Smith. That'll be Darian's 1st, team's 2nd of the quarter. Both teams have 2. Almagar checking in. Carter Hitch checking back in. Good to see him back out there. As Henry takes a seat for the Suns. 1:25 remaining, first half. This is game number 2 of 8 games today. 7 boys games, and the final game of the day is a girls game between A-Town and Macomb High. Speaking of Macomb, they play Argenta Oriena in the next contest today. That's Macomb boys, and Argenta Oriena are the next game. And then it is Scales Mound after that. As down low, Tippy puts one up and in, and Griffin Tippy gets the Suns on the scoreboard finally. First 2 of the quarter. They have scored just 1 basket at the 1-minute mark, but they're only down by 8. It could have been a whole lot worse. Is now in the game for is Iva Godina in the game for the Titans. He gives it off to Almagar again. Now Thompson with it. He dribbles out, gives it back to Almagar. 27 seconds remaining. He spins in, puts a shot up and in. Nice move by number 22, Aiden Almagar. The 6'2 senior laid one in nicely. He's got 6 points in the quarter. Down, Mason Fry, right corner, 5 seconds. 3 on the way, Owen Rigg, in and out, no good, off the rim. It's going to go off of Godina, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns with 1.7 seconds remaining here in the first half. Nope, it's going to be stolen away, and that's how the quarter's going to end. Pass stolen away by number 23. Calogero Sarcoma. And that's how quarter number 2 ends. It's 22-12. A 18-2 quarter for the Titans, and they lead by 10 at the halfway point. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the second half in just a little bit here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by Almagar. Chris Almagar instead of Almagar, is that right? It's supposed to be Almagar. If that is, Chris, let me know. I will work on my best to correct that if that's the case. Almagar? Try to get it right as best we can. Craig Anderson says, reminds me of your dad, Big J. Well, it was a nice move. So we'll take a break. We'll be back a little bit here. We'll talk more about the live chat and everything else and the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. When we come back here for the second half of the Suns and the Titans on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, live from the Great Western Shootout.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome once again, as we're happy to bring to you another member of the staff at MDH. And today we have Bill Murdoch, the Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of MDH. You know, I've talked to some people up the food chain a little bit, but you're getting ways up there for me to be talking to here.
Right.
But you're just another guy.
I am.
And we were joking off camera. We'll get to that a little bit maybe as we go along here. But
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You married? You have kids?
Yep. Married. My wife's from Macomb. We have 4 children. My wife's a bomber and a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck as well. That's it. I grew up outside of Galesburg on a farm, and we still have a place up there. Go back there every day and enjoy the great outdoors up there. I've been in healthcare for over 30 years now. Enjoy it very much, and really look forward to the challenges that healthcare provides for us.
Now, if I remember reading through your stuff correctly, you're from Oneida, which is up by Galesburg,
Do you
right?
know where that is?
I do. I know where it's part of Rova.
It is.
It's part of. We're sports people here,
Yeah.
Bill. We have to know who
I graduated
Oneida
from
is.
Rova.
Did you? So it was Rova even that far back.
Well,
Not that you're old. That isn't what I meant there.
There
Bill.
was one. There was an additional town added after I graduated, but it's always been pronounced as Rova.
So what was the town that was added?
Watauga.
Watauga was
which
added.
is where I live now.
So you live in Watauga.
Right.
You graduated from Rova.
Correct.
But Watauga wasn't part of Rova when you graduated from Rova.
That's right. Because
that's like a twisting, turning road right there.
Oh yeah, it's a complex matter here. But no, after I graduated high school, went to college and all that, and then as I advanced my career, we stayed in the Midwest and finally ended up after we started having kids in the Rova, Oneida area to raise our children, and just stayed there the whole time since then.
How, there's a lot of professions at any hospital that have a lot of very important, and they are the integral workings of the hospital. Everybody thinks physicians, nurses, providers,
right?
But you have a lot of pressure on you on a daily basis when you're talking about the chief financial officer. So how do you find yourself into that profession? I mean, I think I'd rather be the doctor or the nurse than the chief financial officer.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. When I graduated from Western, I was recruited at that time by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, and we were doing what hospitals have to prepare a Medicare cost report, and I was auditing them. So that's how I got my step into the healthcare career. And then after that, I went to work for a consulting firm that prepared the cost reports for the hospitals and all that. And then after that, I got into the actual inner workings of the hospital, started out as a controller, then worked up to CFOs and larger organizations, and and that's kind of my niche, and that's where I've stayed my whole career.
Now, you mentioned larger organizations. Lindsay Douglas, we talked to her. She's in recruitment for you guys for physicians and providers. And this is not, as far as hospitals go, a larger,
right.
It's not a huge hospital.
Right.
So what does that do for you on a daily basis as you're trying to balance a budget or make a budget that works or help with the finances of that doesn't have maybe the bottomless pockets that some people think of when you think of a huge hospital or whatever?
Right. Yeah, I think that, you've been in one hospital, They're all different. They all have their sets of challenges and struggles and all that. What is very exciting for me is we are we're nimble, we can make quick changes, and I feel like I can make that impact in the organization, those quick impacts to get the hospital on the right track and keep it going and be viable.
Yeah, and funding in this day and age is a key in getting payments. But I'm sure you guys still look at trying to get donations and stuff, correct? Is that involved in anything you do, or do you have to consider any of that when you're trying to make your business positions?
It's a small piece of it, a little bit of it. Our biggest challenge is to get reimbursed from the insurance payers. Make sure, because there's a lot of noise out there right now where insurance payers are denying everything that not everything, but most things that we try to get reimbursed for. If we don't get what we're entitled to, then it's a struggle to make payroll. It's
right.
a struggle to pay our vendors. It's really tough to keep the hospital going, make the capital improvements that we're doing on the campus right now.
And you're doing a bunch of those right now. I mean,
we are.
You guys are improving. It seems like monthly, daily, whatever, you're making improvements here in the last 10 years or so.
There's a lot of exciting things going on here on the campus right now with the retail pharmacy, or community pharmacy is what we're calling it now, because it is the community of McDonough County's pharmacy. And we're trying to prepare this organization for future generations so we can keep this hospital in the community for the people of the community.
Okay, so you work and think numbers all week.
Pretty much.
What do you think on the weekends? Now, I think I read somewhere there's some hunting and fishing involved in what you enjoy doing.
Right, yes. I like I mentioned, I grew up on a farm. We still have a farm. We still live on a farm. So I enjoy just about anything outdoors. That would be fishing, hunting, camping, spending time on the farm, just fixing things or doing whatever. That's how I decompress and recharge to do the job that I do today.
Okay. Now, I said I only had two questions. I got one more. We're about at time. But now, you're a hunter.
Yes.
And you're older like me. Okay. So I remember when I was a kid and everybody was deer hunting, if you got a deer, you were lucky.
Right.
Do you deer hunt?
I do.
And how much easier is it on your farm to get a deer now than it was when you were a kid?
Yeah, I'm really blessed because there are a lot more deer today than there was years ago when I started hunting. I do, but I enjoy deer hunting. But I also, every deer I've gotten the last 2 years, I've donated to the food pantry and let them repurpose that. Our sons also hunt with me as well. You eat a lot of that deer meat, but anything I get, it goes right to the food pantry, and I donate it back to the community.
Well, MDH is all about community. It's been about community, and you even go home and make it about community. So that makes you a good guy, right?
Right. Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the comment.
Well, that'll do it for this halftime interview. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with the second half right after this.
And welcome back here as we have about a minute to go in halftime. 10 points to lead all scorers for Darian Smith. He's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Almagar gets 6 points, all in the second quarter, and 6 points for Nico Avendano. It's 22 total for the Titans, 18 in the second quarter, 4 in the first. Just 2 points for the Suns in the second quarter. That was off the hands of Griffin Tippy. They have 12 points for the game as we get ready to start the third quarter. 4 points for Carter Hitz, 6 points for Mason Fry. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Owen Rigg is 0 for 2. They are 2 for 5 overall. Switch directions. The Suns are going to the right now. Aiden Akers gives it 3 off, no good. Rebound to Almagar. Back the other way it goes. Right side, pull up 3. Short. Tippy with a rebound. That was off the hands of Finicum. It was a tale of two halves of the first half as the Titans didn't play real well in the first quarter. The Suns did. The second quarter opposite. Foul's going to be on Aiden Almagar, his second, team's first of the third quarter. Akers' first free throw off, no good. Aiden Akers has not scored. Shooting First free throws of the second half here with 7:25 to go, and that one rolls off the left side. Hits. Trying to maybe got away with a little bit there as he had a hand on the back of Almagar. And an LB Auto Sales 3 by Owen Rigg to try to get the Suns back in this one a little bit. Nice ball movement down low, and again, the Titans just not finishing at the rim here at the start of the second half. They had the same problem coming out of the gate in the first quarter. They changed it all around there for quarter number 2, but they missed an easy one there, and it's going to be their own basketball, though, as the Suns fought over. Oh, nice pass down to Avendano, but it can't get a shot off. Here's Finicum. Bounce past Avendano. He's got it tipped, and he gathers it back up, and then they're going to say it's on. That might be on Akers as well. It is his fourth. Aiden Akers with 6:59 to go. Akers has to take a seat with 4 fouls as he picks up the foul. Suns get their first foul of the second half. All the way into the backcourt it goes, picked up by Darian Smith, and they'll reset. Finicum with it. Almagar gives it back to Finicum, back to Almagar. He'll try the 3 left wing, sure right. Darian Smith saves it in, tries to throw it off Owen Rigg, who gathers it up, and he's going to take it back the other way for the Suns. The Titans have yet to score here in quarter number 3. They had the same problem in quarter 1, but man, did they blow things up in the second quarter. They scored 18 points as compared to 4. The Suns scored 10 in the first quarter as opposed to 2 in the second quarter, so it's been a back and forth kind of deal a little bit here. It's a 7-point game right now. Tippy pull-up jumper about 13 feet, hard off the back iron, rebound to Darian Smith, and he picks up right where he's done all game long. Finicum's going to drive, finds Almagar wide open on the right side, and he's going to finish at the rim to get his team on the scoreboard here in the second half. Good ball movement and passing by the Titans. Gets an easy bucket for Almagar, and it's 5:50 remaining. It's back to a 9-point game. Corner shot, Mason Fry, 3, good. Around the Auto Sales 3-pointer for Mason Fry. He has 9 points in the game now. Tyler Finicum gets a bucket there. Trading 3s for 2s thus far here are the Titans and the Suns. The Suns have a pair of 3s. The Titans have a pair of 2s as we're looking for the man pressure again. Bazari and Strahan are good refs. You know, they are good refs, and I'm not saying anything about that. I mean, it's just you see certain things, and you know, I always wonder. I officiated some, and it's just so hard. I almost wonder sometimes, you know, they talk in the NFL about having an eye in the sky, you know, that official to watch replays or to see things from a different angle. Things happen so quick when you're up close and on top of things. You know, I just wonder if sometimes an official, or even the third official, rather than being on the floor, being up higher somewhere out of the way, wouldn't work better. I mean, with all the comms abilities that they have now. But that's neither here nor there. Jaron Henry for 3, and Ron Auto Sales 3-pointer for Jaron Henry. And it's a 5-point game. And now Jake Steele's going to run to the rack. He misses a shot, though. Tippy gets the rebound. And again, another pretty good look. Unable to get in as Tippy lays a shoulder into Steele there. No kind of both of them creating the contact between the two of them there. Now Carter hits with it in the right corner. 4:28 to go. Jake Steele and Tippy doing battle. Mason Fry wants another 3, isn't going to get it. Darian Smith wants another rebound. He does get that. And as we approach the halfway point, it's 26-21. Finicum gives it off to Steele. Corsero's in the game, number 5 for the Titans. Avendano. Oh, and a great pass by Steele, and Corsero can't finish, and back the other way. A chance to make it a 1-possession game. a kick. It'll be reset the shot clock as we get ready to be saying that next week. And it'll be staying with the Suns. 3:46 to go in the third quarter. Into Fry. Fry puts it up and in. Mason Fry gets his 5th of the quarter. He's got 11. And the Suns have cut it to 3. Well, I know it wasn't. I just didn't want, Craig, I just didn't want you to think that I was bad-mouthing the officials at all. It's you see it from so far. And there's a foul on number 13, Ethan Clark. It'll be his 3rd. Or excuse, Carter Hitz. Wrong team, my fault. Works better if I put it. It's his 3rd anyway, so I was right either way. Just had the wrong player. Avendano shooting a couple free throws. He misses the first. Yeah, I wasn't, and that's what I was trying to say. I agree with you. They're doing a good job. It's just those things right up close. It's hard to see sometimes. And second one is good by Avendano. I just didn't want anybody to think I was being mean to the officials in that case either. That's why I said it that way. 3:23 left, and it's 27-23. Back to a 4-point game. As my buddy B.J. Stone likes to say, this is still a one-possession game because if you hit a 3 and get fouled, which the Suns have hit some 3s here. Oh, nice move, a fake pass, and Avendano gets the bucket. Back to a 6-point game. 29. Works better if you put it on the right side. 29-23. Owen Rigg takes the handoff from Northern. Now he's going to drive on steal. Reverse layup going to the basket, can't finish. Smith again with the rebound. Oh, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Mason Fry. It'll stay with the Titans. Thompson checks back in. Limping off was Calagero Sarcoma. Hopefully he'll be okay. Inbounding is Myers. He gets it into Smith. 2:34 remaining. 3 on the way. It's good by Andy Myers. And that's a 5-0 run for the Titans. Northern with it. He's going to drive, pull up, 10-foot, leaves it, drop it, counted, and a foul. Another foul on the Titans. It's going to be on number 11. That is Peyton Thompson, his first, team's 3rd. Owen Northern at the free throw line to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play with 2:14 to go in the third quarter. Free throw short, rebound to Mason Fry. He's going to go right back up, lays it up and in. He's got 7 points in the quarter, 13 in the game, and it's back to a 5-point game. Thompson with it. Oh, nice cut without the basketball and a nice look by Smith. Bucket, Ethan Clark gets the bucket. The Titans pass the ball very well. That's one thing that stuck out to me is the ability to pass and in transition. They do a great job. Henry's going to put one up. It's off, no good. Guess who? Thompson with the rebound that time. He wanted to get it to Clark, but thought better of it. Now he's going to dump it baseline to Clark. 1:22 remaining in the third quarter. Thompson drives, backs it out. Smith with it. 3 on the way, off iron, no good. That was a shot by Andy Myers. He hit one just a moment ago. Down to Hitz. Hitz puts the shot up and in. Nice pass that time by Owen Rigg. Carter Hitz has his 6th point. Back to a 5-point game, under a minute to go in the third quarter. 3 on the way, off no good. What hustle by Ty Coracero, who throws it off Jaron Henry. Jaron Henry could have grabbed that ball. I really think he could have, but he knew it was out of bounds and didn't realize that Coracero was going to be able to get to it. Coracero never giving up on the ball, ran out, grabbed it, jumped through it off of Henry, and it's going to stay with the Titans with 41.7 seconds left. Avendano on a inbound just missed an easy, wide open layup, and it's a chance to cut it to 3 again, or 2 here for the Suns. Hits with it. Rigg going to drive. Going to be jump ball. Possession to the Titans. Mason Fry tips that one out of bounds. It'll stay with the Titans. 16.1 seconds left. Great hustle potato, says Chris Almagar. I'm not real quite sure if who that was to, but might need a backstory on that one. Almagar with it. Going to try and drive. Dumps it out to Smith. 2 seconds left. Oh, what a look down low. Great ball movement, and count it for Andy Myers. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back, Corsaro. I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you very much. Corsaro. It'll be Suns basketball to open the final quarter as we get the scoreboard updated. It is important to update the scoreboard now because fouls change after every quarter rather than the half. Avendano is going to call a timeout, I think. 30-second timeout charged to the Titans. This game being brought to you by Pond Plus. Pond Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. And Sports Corner at 124, that's where we'll be for the live reveal show tomorrow night for the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. It's Macomb's original local sports bar. Is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. I will enjoy your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. The Ugly Steak is there on Thursday. It's steak night specials. And then on Wednesday, $1 bone-in wings. And I have it on high accord that they are the best wings in the area. The first shot off by Avendano, no good. And again, full court pressure. Gets it, or Fry gets it, excuse me. Now Owen Riggs going to bring it up with 7:10 remaining. Sorry about that, folks. Had to get some stuff set up for as we got a foul called on Monrose now. Fouls on Avendano, his second, team's first. Griffin Tippy misses both. Three on the way by Avendano is good. Is that Nico Avendano picks up the foul, his third, team's second. Two more free throws coming from Griffin Tippy. First one by Tippy, good. Second one off, no good. It's 39-30. Avendano on the dribble, right corner. There it goes to Almagar. And the Suns get it back. 5:13 remaining. 9-point game. On Rigg, corner, Tippy, three. Ron Abiato sails triple for Griffin Tippy. He's got 4 in the quarter, and it's 39-33. There's a three on the way off, no good. Mason Fry comes down with a rebound. Annie Riker, we appreciate you guys watching. That's why we do it. A lot of people that help with this deal, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. Akers, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. Rigg goes down to hit, skips it over Fry. Fry looks at the three, doesn't take it. Pull-up jumper, short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, rolls in and out, and it's going to be Avendano with the rebound with 4:15 to go. So first one was a little bit contested. Second one was an easy one. He couldn't get it to fall, and there's a give and go stolen away by Tippy. He pushes it back the other way. He's going to go to the rack against Smith, and he can't finish an easy shot. Smith with another rebound halfway through the final quarter. Smith now goes to Almagar. Almagar puts the shot up, counted, and a foul on Owen Rigg. That'll be the first on Owen Rigg, second on the Suns in the quarter, I do believe. Nope, first on the Suns. Well, they do now call it the second. Almagar is going to have an old-fashioned three-point play. Monmouth-Roseville takes a timeout. With 3:56 to go, we'll take one as well, and we'll be back in just a couple moments on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to the Great Western Shootout here at Abington-Avon High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett. 41-33, and the completion of an old-fashioned three-point play coming your way here as we get ready to go. Almagar finishing it up here. He hits it. Low line drive right over the front of the rim, gets it to fall in, and Titans back to an 8-point lead, 42-33. It was 10 at the half. It's been a good second half here. Hit's going to have it tipped away. Smith's going to save it in to Avendano with 3:45 remaining. Mason Fry has 13 points. That may be a game high. I haven't added up lately. There's Finicum. Gave it off to Clark. Smith with it top of the key. 3:25 remaining. And Titans, well, Myers takes a long three and it goes off of Avendano's foot. Yep. It went off of Mason Fry's hands. I think it might have even hit him in the head. Then it fell off of Avendano's foot and went right out of bounds just as he planned it. That's exactly what he planned on happening. Again, they put the man pressure back on. It's Tippy. Man, Tippy can just flat jump. Myers, or Finicum now. Fry to Akers. But I was going to say Finicum, and layup up and in by Aiden Akers. Takes it to the rack and cuts it to 6. Make it 7. First 2 for Akers. That shot off no good by the Titans, and back the other way with 2:45 to go. Basic math escapes me. It was 42-33, I guess, not 42-34. Oh, what hands by Smith as he swipes it away, and now he's going to throw a bad pass, though, as Aiden Akers comes back into the play and is making his presence felt here for the Suns. Carter Hitz with it. Mentioned earlier, Carter Hitz, a Illinois 8-man Football Association All-Stater for the West Prairie Cyclones football team, and Coach McCormick. Now 3 on the way by Mason Fry. It's good. Arano Auto Sales three-pointer by Mason Fry. He's got 16, and it's a 4-point game with 2:07 to go here in game number 2 of the Great Western Shootout, and it's been every bit as much fun as you would think in a game that's 4 points. Timeout on the floor. It's charged to the Titans. It'll be their 3rd timeout. They have 2 remaining. We'll be right back in just about 30 seconds.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to Abington-Avon High School as the Suns and the Titans doing battle here. The Titans lead 42-30. They took the lead early in the second quarter, have not trailed since then, but it has been a close one the rest of the way as the Suns have come out and played much better in the second half. They gave up an 18-2 second quarter. If they get 10 points in that quarter, they lead right now. And it's just been that kind of a basketball game. We'll see how it finishes up here as Jake Steele back in the game for the Titans, and they look to run some clock, it looks like here. Finicum gives it to Steele. It's a 1-3-1 zone now for the Titans. And it's going to be Finicum with it. 1:45 remaining. Now to Steele. Tipped out of bounds by Mason Fry. It'll stay with the Titans. 42-38. 4 timeouts remaining for the Suns. 2 timeouts remaining for the Titans. Both teams have 2 fouls, which kind of makes me surprised that the Suns aren't trying to do a few fouls here. Aiden Akers cannot foul, though. He's got 4 fouls. He's played very well since he came back in. He had to sit down much of the second half here because of those 4 fouls. He picked the 4th one up at 6:59, and now Tippy's going to pick up a foul. His second, team's 3rd. Titans still a foul away from being in the bonus, so the Suns still have 1 more to give. They can try to be a little over-aggressive here and try to get a steal, but they can't on the inbound. Aiden Akers, again, he's the only player with 4 fouls. He cannot foul if he wants to stay in the basketball game. Smith with it. Oh, Almagar on the movement without the basketball gets a wide-open layup, and Aiden Almagar has 5 1/4. Now Carter Hitz shots off, no good. Tipped out, and that's going to be an over and back, even if Hitz can get to it. He did get to it. It is over and back. It was tipped out by Owen Rigg, and he just didn't know his own strength. Tipped it all the way across and out of bounds practically. 1:06 to go here in the basketball game. 44-38's the score. Titans with the lead, and they're going to inbound it to the backcourt to Jake Steele, and he'll run some time off the clock here as he moves up slowly. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Darian Smith with it. It's a 6-point game, 44-38. Again, they have a foul to give, so they can't even force free throws yet until they make another foul. Finicum with it. Jake Steele is going to be fouled by Mason Fry. That'll be team foul number 4. Mason Fry picks up his first foul. Be out of bounds on the far side, 46.8 seconds remaining. Timeout on the floor, charged to the Suns. It's going to be a full timeout. This game being brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. The Suns. McDonough Telephone Company offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County and Hancock County areas. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. And McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell, Macomb provide expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. And again, Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb and Augusta. They also do the Bad Boy Mowers Athlete of the Week presented by Ron Elby Auto Sales. Abigail Schaefer was the Athlete of the Week last week. A throwback as Tippy tries to get a steal. He nearly got it, but it went right back to Jake Steele, and Tippy's going to pick up the foul. That will be the 5th foul. That means the Titans will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And Jake Steele is going to shoot a couple free throws. Don't forget, every foul trip to the foul line outside of the old-fashioned three-point play is 2 free throws now. So a bunch of free throws could be coming here unless they ice it very early with free throws. First one is good by Jake Steele. That's his first points of the game, his first trip to the free throw line. And he will get another one, and he misses, leaves that one short. Hits with the rebound, 40 seconds. And the Suns trailing by 7. And it's going to be stolen away by Steele. And he's going to get called for the double dribble. He did bring it up on his hip. He's upset with himself, and he was hoping that they didn't see it. Yes, that was a great finish by Aiden Almagar a little bit earlier. 30.1 seconds remaining, 7-point lead for the Titans, and it would take a comeback of epic proportions to get a win for the Suns, but they have played hard throughout, and they had it to 4 and a couple times in this second half. They have played a much better second half. The third quarter, or the second quarter is the one that got them. If they look back at this one, and they'll have to say, what if? What if we'd have just made a few baskets there in the second quarter? Carter hits baseline jumper, off no good. Rebound to Smith with 20 seconds remaining. Fry is going to get the foul call. That'll put Darian Smith at the free throw line. He has not scored since the first half. He had 10 points in the first half, has not scored since then. first free throw off, no good. Steele hit 1 of 2 in his first trip. Smith hits the back end of his first trip. Big contact, shots blocked. It's Tippy putting it up. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns with 12.2 seconds remaining. It'll be 8 points advantage at the moment. Mason Fry, turn around, shot up and in by Mason Fry. And Owen Rigg is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second. More free throws coming. It's a 6-point game. Almagar going to shoot a couple. Aiden Almagar, he's got 5 points here in the quarter. He's got 13 for the game. A couple with 6.7 seconds remaining. He's got a chance to get a couple more. He hits the first one. Second one is good as well. He's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe in the quarter. He's got 7 points. 3 seconds, 3 on the way. Owen Rigg, in and out, no good. And that's how it's going to end. The final score, 48 for the Titans, 40 for the Suns. We'll come back with some stats here in just about 60 seconds or so. Game number 2 is in the books. 48-40 win for the Titans. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back to Abingdon Avon High School, the Great Western Shootout. Congratulations to Nico Avendano, the MVP of the game for the Titans. He scored 11 points, was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 13 points to lead the Titans for Aiden Almagar. 2 points for Ethan Clark, 2 points for Tyler Finicum, 5 points for Andy Myers, 11 points for Darian Smith, who had a ton of rebounds, and 1 point for Jake Steele. For the Suns, a game-high 18 for Mason Fry. He was 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 6 points for Griffin Tippy, 6 points for Carter Hitz, 3 for Owen Rigg, 3 for Jaron Henry, 2 for Aiden Akers, and 2 for Owen Northern. The Suns were 3 of 12 from the charity stripe. In comparison, the Titans 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Betty Fry, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you being here. I was just hoping, I always love doing Southeastern games to get to see the Washington contingent with us. Chris Almagar, thank you very much for hopping into live chat and helping us out. Corsaro, I'll have to have that name next week or a couple weeks for the great Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, so I greatly appreciate the help there. Thanks, everybody, for watching. 48-40, congratulations to the Titans and Nico Avendano, who is the MVP of this one. It'll be the Macomb High Bombers and the Argenta Orienta Bombers. So the Bombers are going to win the next one. Just a matter of which ones it is, right? So whether it's the red and blue Argenta Orienta or the orange and black Bombers. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with game number 3 of the Great Western Shootout here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with Wyatt Reed on the call right after this.